This is John Paul Rai coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. Some people call me. Today, talking about how Yoda actually wanted to train Leia and he didn't actually want to train Luke so much. Sounds like something Disney would write, doesn't it? Let's take a look at this. Okay, here we see. Star Wars book reveals Yoda wanted to train Leia, not Luke. What a great idea. So this is a little old, but I must have missed this one, so I'm going to get into it. October 3rd right here. 2017, wow. Alright. Star Wars from a certain point of view hits shelves today. The anthology book features 40 short stories that take place during the events of A New Hope. They show what's happening from the perspective of support characters and elsewhere in the galaxy, while Luke Skywalker is taking the first steps on his heroic journey. One of these tales, There Is Another, by Gary D. Schmidt, focuses on Yoda. The Jedi Master is lonely in his exile. He is moving between his two homes, which he has not because Dagobah has multiple luxurious options, but because he needs a place to live during the wet season and a place to live during the dry season. While he's packing up his meager belongings, one of which is Qui-Gon Jinn's cloak that he uses as a blanket, Obi-Wan appears to him in a Force Ghost form to discuss the Skywalkers. And guess what? To Yoda, Luke was the first, there is another. He wanted to train Leia to use the Force and become a Jedi. He daydreamed, in as much as anyone like Yoda daydreams, sarcasm I suppose there, about still having his lightsaber, handing it to Leia, and watching her discover the Force and bringing to the galaxy a new age that she could not even hope to imagine. He even hoped she would bring her father, Vader, back from the dark side. But Yoda felt like he missed his chance with her. Yoda thought of Luke as that other Skywalker. He named Luke's impatience and anger as terrible weakness. He called him reckless and as angry as Anakin. He only decided to train Luke at the insistence of Force Ghost Obi-Wan, kind of like Qui-Gon insisting that Obi-Wan train Anakin. It's probably for the best, given the crucial role Leia played in the Rebel Alliance, but man, it's fun to think about what would have happened if she wielded a lightsaber instead of Luke. What kind of Jedi do you think Leia would have been? Blah, blah, blah. Alright, so I said this a few times. I am not opposed to Leia getting the Jedi training. However, this again is kind of like correcting the past. Why would you have to write a book about why Yoda actually wanted to train Leia and not Luke? It seems like Lucasfilms and all the writers they hire don't like Luke Skywalker. If you didn't like Luke Skywalker, why'd you buy the damn franchise? Leave it alone. Leave Luke alone. Let it be. Yeah, I mean, Leia is an original character. She's a great character, but she wasn't a Jedi. She took a different role. Skywalkers are traditionally Jedis, but some Skywalkers are more political. Those Skywalkers are Leia. Well, I was going to say Padme. She's not actually a Skywalker, but, you know, she's a political figure. She was Leia's mother. Shmi Skywalker apparently didn't wield a lightsaber, but she seemed to be a knowledgeable person. Alright, I get it. You're saying, well, how come all the dudes in the Skywalker family are Jedis and the women aren't? Well, that's because that's what George Lucas decided. That's it. He made Star Wars. That's what he decided. So, yes, unfortunately, we don't get Leia as a full-fledged Jedi, but, like, how much room is there to be a Jedi in this saga? We have Luke as a Jedi. That's who was picked. Again, I might seem like negative, but I'm not being negative. I said Leia's original in the right circumstances. Had she become a Jedi, that'd be great, but I think those circumstances should be Luke training her as a Jedi, because the story went Luke became a Jedi first. By the way, Luke got thrown on a desert planet. Leia got the luxurious treatment of a lifetime. She grew up on Alderaan, a beautiful planet, a beautiful life, beautiful nature, and Luke got thrown in a desert? No one seems to say that. You know, no one says, how come the man got thrown in a desert, crappy planet, and the woman got this beautiful treatment? No one says that. Look at that angle. How about that? But all you hear is how, well, how come the men are so great in Star Wars? We need more women. Women wear slave costumes and give birth, and that's it. Well, fact is, that's what was chosen by George Lucas, and it worked out the way it was. As far as Leia in a slave outfit, I can't complain, but I would see how some people are like, how come Leia has to wear that? You know, I understand a lot of the complaints. The complaint about Padme giving birth, Sorry, women give birth. That's life. That's a fact of life. You don't necessarily have to show it. They could have just cut that and, had, her go into the room, then the baby's there next scene, so I don't think they should have showed it. But there's no reason to complain that Sarah Connor gave birth to John Connor, and, that's a weakness. That's what women do. That's got to be accepted, Anyway, you guys let me know what you think. Does Yoda daydream? Not really. I mean, maybe, but you know what I mean. Alright, everyone daydreams, but do we have to mention that Yoda had a daydream about Leia and, not training Luke? I can see some defenders spinning it, well, Luke is angry, and that's not really what the Force is about. But he's a person. We're all human. No one's this perfect human being who's never going to be angry, and he had a normal amount of frustration, which is understandable, like I said, because he grew up on a desert planet. Anyway, let me know what you think of this below. I'm going to do a shout out. Shout out to General Grievous Hero TCW. He's been supporting for quite a while. Cool guy. Thank you. And I will see you next time. If you subscribe. Yeah, that's it.
If you are not subscribed to this channel, The Entertainment Hacker, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button now.